What is up, folks? Will Turber here for Demand the Truth. Wanted to pop in and do a quick video. I talk about a lot of different subject matter, and I'm going to continue to, but if we don't recognize what's going on with the not even creeping, the galloping advance of technology now with artificial intelligence, as I've discussed in other broadcasts, Facebook literally applied for a patent, and this is earlier this year, that they can read your mind. So I'll pull that up too, just so you know what's going on, because I just covered that. But I wanted to talk briefly today about microchipping, and I've talked before about the Neuralink. Elon Musk, everybody thought he was a cool guy because he was smoking weed on Joe Rogan. He used to talk out about artificial intelligence. Now he says if we don't join and merge with artificial intelligence, we will be destroyed. And let's please put these wires and microchips in your head. And this is something I've been talking about for a very long time. What's going on auditing? Big shouts out to auditing. He was tearing things up today. Good work. And so yeah, this is out of the Metro UK. I'm going to show you these articles real quick here so you guys know I'm not fooling y'all. So this is out of the Metro UK. Facebook-backed scientists have announced that they can now read human thoughts by analyzing signals sent within the brain. The research is funded by Facebook Reality Labs, wants to develop a non-invasive brain interface. So a brain interface, that's from the Metro UK. You can see the article there, Mashable, way, da-da-da-da. You see Vox articles. So I'm not making any of that up. So Facebook wants to read your mind. And then this article here, this is from a couple years ago, but I have yet to cover it. But now it's only advancing here and also in Europe. And one of my lines in the sand is a microchip. I will not take a microchip. I will not take a Neuralink. I will not go AI. Wisconsin workers embedded with microchips is out of USA Today. A local firm here made good today, and it's vow to embed employees with microchips sporting I Got Chip t-shirts. Some 40 workers at 3 Square Market, a firm that makes cafeteria kiosks aims at replacing vending machines, got tiny rice-sized microchips embedded in their hands. Oh, they're so tiny. Company officials said it was a convenience, a way for them to bypass using company badges and corporate logons to computers. Now they can just have their hands read by a reader, similar to using a smartphone to pay for goods. So now if somebody really wants to hack them, they're going to have to chop their hand off. Great. Can't just steal something from them, now they're going to chop their hand off. The company would like to see payments go cashless, as iPhone users do with Apple Pay. See, look, they've been getting us conditioned. The chip is not a tracker, nor does it have GPS in it, so the boss can't track your movements, company officials say. Still, to those who worry about Big Brother having more control of your lives, 3 Square Market President Patrick McMullen says you should take your cell phone and throw it away. So yeah, this is obvious. The cell phone is a tracker, it's the external tracker. And technology is a blessing, but it's also a weapon of mass destruction, causing global destruction, programming us to hate, but does it in a way that we love it. To quote Cannabis, aka Jermaine Williams. And that's the thing. We're already living in this technology grid. We're like the frog in the pot, and they've been turning up the temperature on us, and we're damn near cooked, okay? So, the NSA, as I've covered, and Edward Snowden has covered, is watching and listening everything that you do. And they're creating these data storage centers like out in Utah, and they're keeping all of it, and they're analyzing it. And what are they doing? They're using it for a social credit score like Skynet in China. And if you're a bad person, or if you don't agree with what the communist Chinese say, then you can't fly or go on the train or do anything. However, people say, oh, it's China, that's crazy. Well, Apple moved to China. And if you move to China, you have to give them 51% control of your company as well as all your technology. So China now has all this technology, and they're using it to literally abuse and destroy their own citizenry. But combine that with what's happening here, and we already see that happening. And I'm already blackballed. Enrique and myself, we can't go to places because we're on the disinvited list. And you're going to see that happening more and more. It's like the Black Mirror show where people have a low credit score. Problem is, that's already happening in real life, and it's going to continue to happen. And even in China, if you associate with somebody that has a bad score, then you yourself get a bad score. So if you don't agree with what the murderous, tyrannical, communist Chinese, or soon to be the US government say, then you are officially blacklisted. So the bottom line to the story is technology is controlling everything that we do. Facebook has got this stuff where we can read our minds. I just showed you that. It's not science fiction. Facebook can read your mind. What do you think the government can do? What do you think these governments can do? Combine that with all the data that we give for free online, the cell phones, all the stuff that we search, all the audio. Samsung, as far back as 2015 in the terms of service, is saying it's listening to you. So be careful what you say on the TVs. Everything that we say and do is being monitored. What happened to the Fourth Amendment? Do we even care anymore? Are we just going to have to wake up in a sticky pile of pink goo, and maybe are we going to wait for Morpheus to come pull us out of the pink goo? I'm not. This is something that this may even be more important than our missing kids. We might not have kids anymore because nobody's talking about artificial intelligence, what's going on with this futurism, these robotics, what's going on with DARPA and ARPA, with these robots that they have. Combine that with artificial intelligence, you think the police now are bad. So I would really appreciate if you folks found me on all my other platforms. I'm on Facebook, Will Turbit, Turbitt. I'm on Twitter at Will_Turbit. I'm also on Instagram, Demand the Truth. And I'm looking to thank all my folks here on, guess I can't find the paper, all my Patreon people that support me. There's like 12 of you guys now. If you want to support me on Patreon, thank you very much. I'm going to be doing a Patreon only show. You can just donate $1 a month to me and you can be a Patreon person. Hopefully I'll get to the point where I can quit my job doing this. But even if you just want to have any topic you want discussed, you donate $1 to me on Patreon, you go on my Patreon only show. We're having it this Sunday. It's going to be at 6 p.m., I believe, or Saturday. I thought it was going to be Sunday, but I thought I was going away somewhere Saturday. But it's either going to be tomorrow or the next day at 6 p.m. I'll try to work it around so everybody can join. And I'll send you the link via Patreon. We can talk about whatever you want. So YouTube/Patreon. If you haven't already liked, shared, and subscribed this page, please do. The best way that you can help me is to share this information. Even if you don't like the way I present the information, totally fine. That's cool. Let's go ahead and look at the microchipping. Go ahead and share them the articles about Facebook is literally reading your brain. And they're stealing all our data, giving it to the NSA, and making us docile little slaves. If we don't do something about it now, peacefully, it's going to be too late. So the best thing that you can do to help, even better than Patreon or finding me on all these other places, is to share this information. If you love this video, great. You like the way I send the information, great. Share this video. If not, take the non-debatable information in this video and share with other people. Because if we don't have this conversation as a society, artificial intelligence and the Chinese communists and the US tyrants are going to be having this conversation on our behalf. And they have been for 50, 60, perhaps many more years than that. So thank you guys very much. Please, please, please share. Find me on Patreon /DemandTheTruth, and I'll be back very soon. Thank you.